Today, we are going to discuss a timeless truth that is going to help you discover how you save money even when you don't have any money. Some of you may be shaking your head like, how is that even possible? Well, let's get into it. So let's go ahead and let's tap in. Before we get into the video, I want to announce a giveaway. Listen, I want to help you on your journey, so I will be giving away one of these options to a blessed winner. You can choose a 1 hour coaching call on real estate, or you can choose a 1 hour coaching call on how to grow your monthly income. You can also choose a month to attend two of my classes that are held monthly on real estate. First winner will be announced once we've reached 100 subs. All you have to do to enter is subscribe and leave a comment below. I look forward to announcing the winner on our giveaway live, so stay tuned. Now, on to the video. Many people think that they can't save for this primary reason. They think that after they go and pay everything that they have due, they go and spend money on things that they want to spend money on. After that is all spent with the money they have left over, they think that they don't have the ability to save anything. Well, I'm here to tell you today that this mentality is actually what is keeping people from saving money. Because if you keep this mentality and you try to save after you've already spent money on your bills, after you spend money on things that you want to do, it will actually keep you from saving rather than having you actually saving. This doesn't work well for everybody. And so I want to introduce you to this method right here. I would like to introduce you to actually saving before you spend any of that money. That's right. If you begin to think and have the mentality to actually save before you spend money on what's due, before you spend money on what you want to spend it on, you will actually have money to actually save rather than trying to save it after you spend that money. When you discipline yourself like that and you begin to save before you spend your money, you will begin to find out that you never had a saving problem. What you had was a discipline problem. And I discovered this over many years of talking to people about their finances. I've talked to them, and what I began to discover is that a lot of people never really prioritize saving. They prioritize spending, but they never prioritize saving. And so that's when I began to introduce this method to them of saving before they begin to spend their money on bills and everything else. And lo and behold, they begin to find out that they begin to save money and accumulate money and keep that money rather than spending it on a monthly basis. I also began to encourage them to use this method of paying themselves first. That's what disciplining and saving first is. You pay yourself first. If you pay yourself first, then you always find yourself paid, or you will always find yourself with excess. But if you neglect paying yourself first, you will always be on the losing end, and you will be, in a sense, left holding the bag because you spent your money on everything else. This is what you have to begin to understand in the game of saving. It is actually a mental game more so than it is anything else. Because if you can get your mind to discipline, to save, you will actually find yourself saving. So I wanted to introduce this new tip to you. If you have heard of this, I want you to begin to implement it. And if you haven't heard of it, I want you to keep listening because we're going to talk more about it. Let me give you this example. If you make $1,000 a week, I want you to begin as soon as you get that $1,000 to put something aside so that you can save money before you spend anything else. I like to use the 10% method. If I get paid $1,000 a week, and in this example, my goal is to put away $100 before I spend money on anything. And what I'm looking to do in this process is I'm looking to create a habit, because if I create a habit to save before I spend my money, my life begins to revolve around that 90% rather than have my life form around that $1,000 that I have. And then ultimately, I don't end up saving. This is a habit we create. We do it with our jobs anyway. We know that we're going to get a net amount. We don't go out and spend the gross. We don't have our mindset on spending the gross. We have our mindset on spending the net. And so if we begin to change our mindset and pay ourselves first, include ourselves like we do our taxes, include ourselves like we do the insurance, include ourselves like we do everything else that comes out of our check, we will find ourselves having our life form around everything, including our savings. And so, if we make it a habit first to pay ourselves, then we will always be saving. In order to save money, you have to make it a priority, y'all. You have to make it a priority. And the only reason why I'm telling you this is because I used to be that individual that didn't make it a priority, that just decided to save whenever I had the opportunity. I was the person that decided to save whenever I had something left over. That's when I was going to save. And so I'm only telling you what I've walked through and what I've been through. And when I changed to this method, I've only seen increase in my savings ever since, and it hadn't stopped yet. So that's why I'm encouraging you to start saving before you spend your money rather than after you spend your money. And so please get that today. You have to make it a priority. You have to make it a priority, or otherwise you will find yourself not saving. And again, we're trying to help you create a habit, because once you create this as a habit, it'll be like second nature. At first, it was a little tough for me. Let's go ahead and be honest. It was tough for me in the beginning, but once I got used to doing it first, I've now seen the benefits of doing it first, and that's why I'm trying to share this with you today. Let's start saving first rather than saving on the back end. Lastly, I want to identify this and I want to point this out. I know some of y'all are sitting there saying, BJ, that sure does seem real simple. BJ, that sure does seem like everybody can do that. Well, I ain't able to do that. I hear you loud and clear. I know this is not a one size fit all solution to the problems that you may have. This is why I want to encourage you to increase your income. You may at this very moment not have enough money to actually save, but I want you to increase your income, because I know at any point in time that's something that you can do. With your current job, you may be held with a certain amount of money, but nobody on any job, nobody else can keep you from earning extra money. So I want you to hop on some of my coaching calls, and I want to help get you to the point where you can increase your money. So go ahead and get into those. Check the links in the comments, check the links in my description, and go ahead and sign up for one of those calls so that you can start making saving a priority. I want y'all to get down in the comments section. Let me know what y'all think about understanding this discipline of paying yourself first so that you can actually save money when you don't think you have money to save. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Peace.